Okay, so the chili competition was yesterday, and I learned a lot of great things, and I made some really cool connections. First, talking about my setup. My setup looked really good, and it was extraordinarily functional. I had two 6 foot tables, the fold up tables. I used Theranos, so the little, uh, they're metal. And you put the little, like, flame thingies underneath. If you've gone to like a cookout or a buffet, something like that, not like a restaurant buffet, but an event that was a buffet, they served the food in sternos. So I used three of those, one for the vegetarian chili, one for the beef chili, one for the ground turkey chili. And then my side table is where all of my ingredients and my supplies were. And like the tasting cups, whenever I needed a new sleeve of cups, I just reached over. And so the setup was really nice. I used red tablecloths. When I went to lunch after the event, I found a restaurant that actually had chili pepper tablecloths. So I'm going to see if I can purchase some chili pepper tablecloths that are vinyl and like reusable. I would love that because, I make sweet and spicy chili. So I'm going to look for those tablecloths. Um, I had two little cute cups with decorations in them. We stuffed my business cards inside of those instead of just letting the business cards sit on the table. So overall, the setup was very functional. It was nice. It was simple. I got a lot of compliments before I even started cooking on the fact that my setup looked so nice. A lot of people thought I was already in business. That led to the opportunity to tell my story. And so I ended up telling a lot of different people, who I am and what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to open a food truck. Um, it is my goal to hopefully have this food truck up and running by summer 2020. But that's with pop-up shops and getting like some regular customers who like my chili and just really building on my brand. So I had an opportunity to let them know, like, I started making chili when I was in graduate school. I'm trying to turn my hobby into a side hustle. That was all awesome. The gentleman beside me had won previously, and they were very supportive and very helpful. I told them I don't know how to use a propane tank, so that's why I didn't go that route. He told me that the big pots used for the propane tanks are usually aluminum and they don't conduct heat very well. So I'm going to be figuring out some alternative options for cooking outside. But this was my first competition, so I knew everything was going to be trial and error. This leads me to the fact that my chili never got hot. Being outside, it was a beautiful day, but it was a bit windy, and my chili never got hot. I served cold chili, and I was embarrassed, and like internally, I just had to keep it together. And I just had to keep reminding myself that this is trial and error. You couldn't guarantee that everything was gonna go right, and it's a learning experience. Because when I made chili Thursday night for a work event on Friday, I used the full setup to make sure I knew how it was gonna go, how long it was gonna take the chili to cook, and all of that. And I did good, but I was indoors. It was a controlled environment. Outdoors, not a controlled environment. Chili never got hot. But everybody loved the flavor. So they were really into the sweet and spicy. Um, I got some really great reviews. So I do feel confident that if I'm able to get my food truck up and running by the summertime and I'm able to go to some different local summertime events, people will buy my chili. It'll be hot. Uh, so I really had a phenomenal experience doing my first chili competition. I do believe that I was the only person of color competing. And I think I was the only female. Like some of the teams had women on the team, but we don't necessarily remember seeing women cooking, stirring, making the chili. So that made me feel good because my best friend noticed that chili is a man's thing, like barbecue. It's a man's thing. And so I'm out here and I'm paving a way as a woman in the chili business, and that might become part of my branding, to be honest. I never thought of it like that. I never thought about, because I guess when I think about crock pot chili, most women are the ones who own a crock pot. But this was a chili competition. And so everybody was competitive. And yeah, it's a man's thing. And I'm finna break some barriers because I'm still gonna be shooting my shot at various competitions. I wasn't in love with cooking outdoors. I don't know how many more competitions I would do. I do feel more confident making my chili crock pot on the stove like that, but I'm not saying I won't do another competition. I just really got to learn, better ways. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to be looking to do hopefully 2 pop-up shops in January. For the rest of December, I just got to do me. Like, I'm getting myself together. I'm prepared for 2020. I got a lot of big things coming up in the beginning of next year. So I don't think I'm going to try to do anything major in December, but I will take some chili orders in December and like do personal deliveries. But as far as on a larger scale, I hope to do 2 chili pop-ups in January. Hopefully I can cater a Super Bowl party that's early February, and maybe do another pop-up shop in February. And that'll kind of round out the cold months. March, meet back with the Small Business Development Center, and let's see what is it going to take for me to get this food truck up and going. Long-term plan, I want a food truck franchise. I would love for LB's Chili Bar to be in different regions of the country. A complete brand, creating a demand, and it'll be good. Summers are outdoor events. Food truck season is in the summer. It starts in the spring, to be honest, because some people have spring festivals, but definitely summer. Fall, football, outdoor sports, tailgating, winter. So spring is like the only time that will be like my down season, where I get a chance to, revamp, calculate everything, just do all the business needs in the spring quarter. But I feel like my peak season would be fall and winter. And yeah, I'm very excited. And I think with the right help and the right people around me, um, LB's Chili Bar food truck will be a thing. I'm not promising that it's going to happen in 2020. I want to be realistic with myself and understand my goals, why they are my goals, and what the growth of those goals will be. I would really like to do some things in real estate, and so I'm balancing how to invest in myself for my business, but also invest in myself for the opportunities that real estate will bring. But I learned a lot. I even had a gentleman asking about being my business partner when I do the food truck. I gave him my business card, told him to keep in touch. I would love to have help from someone who was skilled in making chili and just like running a business. That would be amazing. I don't want to do this by myself. I do find great value in having a solid team. So, gonna look into that. There are various opportunities in Chattanooga that I'm going to get ready to look into. So I'm not going to not do anything. It's just I'm not going to have any events and be trying to make chili in bulk for the rest of December. But this is definitely a research time because I can come out heavy hitting in January. Maybe somebody's going to have an office party or a work training and want a chili bar for lunch for their staff. It's a lot of opportunities and options available. I just got to continue working on my branding, working on getting my product out there and getting more people interested.